Jim, I don't know what I'm titling this video, neuroplasticity or equity of skills under 25, whatever the fuck. I don't know, man. I really don't know, but I'm making this video third time in a row after making the AI birth rate shit, fucking doom black pill video. I don't know. But this is more of a hopeful video, more inspirational one. Maybe we do have a very positive future. Maybe the people who think we will be very good are gonna be right. I'm hoping that's the case. But I was really thinking about this. But me personally, I'm 22 years old. I'm about to be 23 in a few weeks. And I've been really thinking about my own growth as a human being and skill sets and equities and whatnot. Because, you know, all the big G gurus out there like Alex Hormozi or something, he's saying, oh, you gotta become working on your skills in your early 20s. You gotta work on your skills, try shit, experience shit. And, you know, this is what he says, but I never really super, you know, there's not a lot of conversations on why it's like that. Why do you want to compound your skills as much as possible in your 20s? And I was really thinking about myself, and I finally came to the conclusion where it's because in your 20s, you have the most neuroplastic mind and have the most logical framework or mature framework to experience life and to try shit, the most opportunity to try shit in terms of absolute freedom, and you have all this neuroplasticity that whatever you try and learn from is going to be insane fucking equity that compounds later on when you're in your 30s and 40s. And what I was saying in plain English, what the fuck that means, because I just said a bunch of words, is that basically in your 20s, before you're 25, you have your brain, and there's this thing called neuroplasticity. It's basically a concept in neuroscience where your brain is able to be plastic, it's able to be molded, right? Because think about a plastic, like a water bottle or something, you can pretty much compress the shape, you can change the shape of it, right? If you just squeeze it a little bit. Your brain is also plastic like that, and essentially you can change your beliefs, mindsets, views on matters any fucking time. And this doesn't have an expiration point. Your brain is pretty much neuroplastic your whole life. It just gets harder to change your views the older you get, which is why you see like these boomers who are very extremely hard set on their views and aren't willing to change. It's because their brains aren't very efficient to keep neuroplasticity. And we need this as a biological mechanism because as little babies, as little kids, we want our brains to absorb as much shit as possible like a sponge because that helps us absorb language, traditions, concepts, mathematical frameworks. We need all of this so that we can survive. It's actually a very clever mechanism, and as we grow older, there's less need of that to exist because what has made us survive to that point is most likely the most efficient strategy for us to keep living. So there isn't a need for us to be more neuroplastic. But I was really thinking about this really interesting point in your 20s where neuroplasticity, you're still at like a very high level, but a lot of people kind of waste that and spend it on a lot of bullshit. Like, of course, nowadays, like scrolling social media or playing too many games or watching dumb TV shows. Like, I'm not saying like these things are bad. Like, I personally do them too here and there, but it's not like a big thing of mine. But a lot of people spend their whole fucking days on this, wasting their days away, wasting their 20s, not really stacking skills, not really trying shit because they're thinking, oh, what are people gonna think of me or whatever the fuck? Dude, just fucking do it. Like me personally, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I'm just trying shit. I'm just seeing what sticks. I'm just trying to see what works. I'm just trying to compound skill sets so that later me, I know that I've tried so many different things that now I have all this experience at that point. It's compounded equity, and I have all these things I can look back on my 20s and be like, oh yeah, now I have a lot more wisdom and I know what is most likely going to be the highest expected value decision I can take into the future that will guarantee my future success. And, you know, if I were to list my things, like I've done a decent things in my life, but personally, like I've lost a shit ton of weight. I've learning some languages. In terms of business, I was even thinking about business. I've tried many different businesses. I've tried drop shipping. I've tried investing. I've tried meme coin trading. I've tried creating an ad agency. I've tried literally a social media management. Like I was literally working for this fast food guy at some point. I was making like an AI automation agency. I was even trying to become YouTubers and whatever the fuck. Like I tried so many different fucking business models. I tried so many different things. None of them like super stick except maybe like YouTube and the AI automation stuff. But like a lot of these I tried and I didn't really, you know, I thought I was gonna strike it rich. Like I was like, oh my God, this is gonna be the one. But like I never really stuck with them. But I'm still glad I did them. I'm still glad I failed them. Like I'm still glad I spent like those couple $100 on e-commerce, trying to see if I can get a sale or not. I didn't make any sales, but I did run ads a little bit. I had my own website, but I was really thinking like back then, I'm like, damn, well, at least now I know like how e-commerce stores work, like drop shipping works. Now I know how like Amazon works. Oh, well, I did the ad agency shit. Okay, now I see how ad agencies work and how people basically do marketing for companies. Okay, well, I also tried this AI automation, the crypto trading. Okay, I learned about some trader psychology, like why people buy or sell tokens whenever it goes up or down, and all these other wonderful things. Okay, I tried YouTube. Okay, I became a better communicator. I understand how to make better thumbnails. I understand pacing the videos. I understand all of these wonderful fucking things. And all of these things, even if I haven't really super succeeded, all have compounded as equity in my brain to become the person that I am today. And I took advantage of that in my most neuroplastic time while I have the most opportunity in life and actually have the balls to do shit, which is basically like 18 to 25, basically, right? That's your age when you exit high school. It's when you are officially a quote unquote adult. It's officially when you have exited the tutorial phase. I tried shit. And this is my recommendation for a lot of other people who are within my age group, like 18, 25. I think this is like the best place. Like, of course, the earlier you start, the better, but it's just so fucking nice. Because your brain is so neuroplastic, you're able to absorb ideas so effectively. Like one of my personal favorites is like watching podcasts of these G's who have decades of experience in their field, and you listen to them and then you think about what they said. It doesn't make sense. You absorb what is true and deflect the shit that doesn't make sense. And it's just all a compounding effect. Like the more of these podcasts you watch, like I'm not saying like you just spend all your fucking days watching podcasts, but like whenever you have like downtime, yeah, I highly recommend it. You absorb all this fucking knowledge from people who are way more successful than you and older than you, more mature and more experienced, and you just become this amalgamation of wisdom and knowledge just from watching people yap on YouTube. And it's, I don't know, like me personally, I like to think I'm the way I am today because, like, of course, I'm not like the most successful person ever, but when I like look at myself, how I talk to people IRL, how I even act from a few years ago, I've changed so fucking much. I've become a much more influential person. I have aura when I step into rooms and talk to people, like what I said at the Korean churches and whatnot. I wouldn't have the fucking balls to do that many years ago when I was this fat fuck playing video games, watching anime and doing all this bullshit. Like, I wouldn't have the balls to do that. Now I have it because I realize that I have so many fucking wisdoms. Like, first of all, like, nobody fucking cares. I mean, of course they will care, but like, what's the worst thing that can happen to me, you know? The expected value is very positive. I'm going to break the fabric of this uneasiness, this groupthink, and become the contrarian. You know, it's uncomfortable being a contrarian, but most times, contrarians are the people who get rewarded the most, right? It's a large risk, but it's a large reward. But basically what I'm saying in this video is that the only way that I am now, and of course I'm not like super glazed, like this is my final form, I am the big G now, I am finally reaching Golden Frieza. No, of course there's way more forms to me. I can reach Ultra Instinct, I can reach Super Saiyan Blue Gohan Ultra Instinct with Pinocchio, I don't fucking know, but there's more levels to this, and I'll continue to do it, compound your skill set. And of course it's not like once you hit 25 that it's over, but 25, 26 is around when your brain basically quote unquote stop growing, and while your brain is growing, then you get smarter and smarter as you age. And I don't know, me personally, I've noticed my own logical framework of thinking through things has gotten way better as I get older and older. I'm able to look at logical things with much less unease and tension in my brain. Basically, it takes less brain calories for me to think things through, which is fucking wonderful. I wish, like, I honestly had like such a large motivation to go back to school or something, pursue like mathematics or something, because I feel like I have this newfound wave of appreciation for math. I want to get super deep into number series and whatnot. Like, I was kind of fascinated by it, but I lack the brain computing power to take it, but I feel like I can now. I don't know. But basically, the summary of this video is that in 1825, it's such a good time to just try shit. Just try any fucking thing. It doesn't matter if you fail or succeed. Most of the time you're going to fail, but the lessons you learn from it are actually the best success, because this is all equity. It all compounds on each other. You get multidisciplinary knowledge, and oftentimes the Renaissance man who combines his disciplines of many skills, maybe he's really good at art, physics, math, communications, relationships, fitness. There's always a pattern recognition that you can make between them that gives you a aggregated view and wisdom that you can't get anyone else. Like, who the fuck else, like Da Vinci, for example, who the fuck else is an art math G like him? Scientist, like, he's a one of a kind, like reference in my other video, the snowflake mentality. You can take pride in being that one person who has an aggregation of unique life experiences that nobody else has had in the world. Just try shit. Doesn't fucking matter if you fail. Who cares if you get laughed on? Just fucking try. But yeah, inspirational rant here, motivational. Cue up the music. But yeah, that's what I want to say in this video. I'll see you guys.